Okay, students, so now we're back over into the Knit Design platform. And as you will remember from our first lesson, converting an image, now that I have in the previous lesson showed you how to color reduce an image, we're going to click on File, and we are going to see we did convert image. In my class, we did the insert image layer, but I'm going to be making a lesson for Professor Kamelin's students who didn't get an opportunity to cover that. But for this lesson, we're going to do place image. So now I'm going to click on this. Now, just to show you, I have the Kaleido, One Repeat, Argyle, color reduced, and now there is one as a KDF file, but I also have one saved as a TIFF file. So we're going to, let's make sure that's a color reduced one. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to open up the one with the 8 color in it. And we're going to click on that. We're going to look at it. We're going to say open. And now it's being held on my cursor. Now I just want to point out to you that I'm using, once again, like we used the other day, I'm using the 18 gauge because it has a finer detail for you to appreciate the knit sizes. So what I'm going to be doing is, instead of just clicking it and letting it convert to the whole image, what I'm going to be doing, as long as it cooperates here, is I'm going to be placing the image. So now, because I have the image in one repeat, I can place right alongside it, and you can see that now I have created the original design, which is still hanging out there on my cursor, has now been converted into 2 of them, which is now going to formalize a repeat for me. So at this point, what, of course, as you know, I could do is I could create a larger area and then create a selection and use this to fill. Or if I have the patience for it, I can just keep coming back here and using each one of these sections to create the repeat. Now, in some cases, what I've done where I had more than the repeat, what I have done is I have actually used this to overlay areas and then do a repeat if I haven't the repeat, but I know that there's more than one repeat in it. So we're going to close that for a minute. And that's pretty much how you place an image. Now, why this is important is you can obviously use it the way I've just used it, or you can use it like in the lesson with the Norwell that Professor Kamelin did. You can actually have created your sweater. Perhaps your sweater had ribs on, or shawl or whatever, had ribs on the bottom and it had cables on the side, and you can use the placed image to place the Norwell exactly where you want, in the front of the sweater, or maybe you'll create a pattern for the back of the sweater, for a sleeve, for a chair, for whatever it is the project you're working on. So basically, this is a very simple way to bring your clean, color reduced images in. Now, I had pointed out to you that I was also going to use this as a way for us to use the Color Studios. So we're going to just look up here quick. We're going to open up custom clipboard, color. We'll make sure that our Colorway Studio is open. And so now in this particular method of what I'm choosing here, we're going to do the same thing. If you can see that, we're going to select a new colorway. But if I wanted, and I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit on my image, because it's so large, if I had trimmed it first, I think you'd be able to see it better. But as you can see, it has all the colors in it. Now let's say I didn't want to use the peach color anymore, or I didn't want to have the 2 shades of blue in there, or and obviously if you wanted to change it, what you can in fact do is bring in the other color, and then you can do what's called a color. You can eliminate the yarn colors and reduce your color. So to do that, we're going to pick up the color that we want and the color that we don't want anymore. So in this case, this light gray color, say this peach color I don't want anymore. So I can take the pink color and drag it in here. So now I have 2 of the pink colors, all right? So now we're going to say okay, and we're going to come out of here. So now if we look at our image, you can see that I have moved the peach color into the pink color, and I can come up here to my yarn area where I have the options, and I'm going to click on this, and it's going to say remove duplicate colored yarns, and I'm going to click on that. I'm going to say yes, and now I have removed the extra red color as I scroll through it. So I've reduced it from an 8 color design to a 7 color design. And of course you could do that with more colors. You could decide that you want to make the outline color that we now have as a light gray. Maybe you want the light gray and the white to be the same color, and then that would bring you down to your 6 color. So that's an easy way of keeping all your color positions and reducing the color. Anyway, so we've learned 2 things: how to place an image and how to turn that into a repeat, and how to reduce colors while preserving positions. All right, thanks students, bye.